the Spirit, the official name of Michael Jordan's statue standing outside the United Center. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
Well, they were a fashionable pick to be one of the NBA's top teams coming into this season, and that's exactly the way it's worked out. Maybe they've even been a little better than what we thought.
Steve, it's really been a stellar season for them. I mean, all that hype, I think, was justified, and I do not say that much. I think a lot of stuff is overhyped, but not these guys. We've seen them win in a lot of different ways. They're a complete team. So the opening lineup for the Heat, presented by State Farm. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Ray Allen and LeBron James, the forwards. And it's Bosh at the center position. And for Chicago, their front court, Lou Aldang, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah in the middle. Michael Jordan is out there with Derrick Rose. Now here's Jordan. Over Wade, good on the 7-footer. Jordan's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Bulls. You know, the Bulls have been a regular fixture in the playoffs since joining the league, literally. I mean, with the help of Michael Jordan, they have become, along with the Celtics and Knicks, one of the most storied franchises in the Eastern Conference.
And with 6 banners hanging up in Chicago, the city has really cultivated a lot of pride and winning tradition here with the Bulls. And, you know, Steve, that goes a long way. You were a Bull player at one time. You know all about that pride.
Yeah, no better place to play in the NBA than Chicago. When you're winning, the whole city loves it. Obviously, Michael Jordan was the main reason for that era. But so much history now for the Bulls, and they sell out game after game. Unbelievable fan support.
LeBron with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
And the shot is good.
Slick play right there. He's so resourceful with the ball in his hands. Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosh first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
Rose against Chalmers. Kicks to Wade. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The wing jumper off target. And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, he was not cut.
No, it was not. And he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did. But I think going forward, and as time passes, people will let it go as they should. And LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that. And a better player, too.
Here's Chalmers, following the score by Derrick Rose. Bobs the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jordan. Gets himself open and drills it. Last game for the Bulls. They picked up the W against the Hornets in the New Orleans arena.
As a team in that game, they shot the ball incredibly well, and that was the #1 reason they came out on top.
And it was no fluke. I mean, they were as in sync as you could hope for, really working hard and creating quality shots, and they did it time and time again.
Kicks it out to Allen. The dish to Wade. Count that one.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Well, what I love about Tom Thibodeau, guys, is just how hard his teams play. And you know they're prepared because Thibodeau is so meticulous in his preparation. But the guys play hard for him, and you can tell they really enjoy him and they really like him because they really get after it for him.
Jordan against Wade. The drive by Jordan. The rebound by Mario Chalmers.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Lets it go from the wing. LeBron's shot is good. And for Coach Tom Thibodeau, you know, and the Heat with some changes. Pittman's checked in, and it's LeBron in for Rashard Lewis. Gibson setting the pick for Robinson. Dishes it to Jordan. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
LeBron with him. Robinson picks him up. Can't hit from the elbow. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Dang. They get it again. Back to Jordan. He passes to Radmanovich. There's the pick. Right side, Jordan. Second shot opportunity. Good on the shot. Jordan's got 6. So for the Heat, the last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And Kevin, I kept waiting for them to get back into that game. It seemed like they were capable of it, but it just never happened.
Well, I didn't see it, Steve. I mean, you had much more faith in them than I did. I didn't think they were showing any signs of life. We were watching the same thing, but perceiving it differently.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The Heat making a switch here. Chris Bosh is checked in for LeBron. Allen comes in for Shane Battier. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Mike Miller. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole.
Well, after he threw that one down, he felt free to hang around for a little while.
A little extra emphasis at the end.
Now, you got to be careful, too, on that. It's used to be an automatic technical foul. They'll still call it at times, but they're a little more selective with the call.
Three-pointer, Wade. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This is the second time they've matched up against Miami.
Well, the thing that served them best in that game was their fantastic three-point shooting.
And the way they were rotating, moving the ball, getting it from side to side, getting open on the perimeter, boy, it was beautiful to watch.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
This Saturday, LeBron James and the Miami Heat hit the road to do battle with the Philadelphia 76ers. Live from Philadelphia. Don't miss out.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, hand up on every shot.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, Jordan in at shooting guard. Hoosier at the 4, Noah at the 5. Derrick Rose is out there with Richard Hamilton.
Well, everybody knows about the big 3 in Miami with James, Bosh, and Wade. I think the question going forward with the new CBA really penalizing teams for going deep into the luxury tax. It'll be interesting to see how Miami handles that going forward, because those 3 guys make up the vast majority of their salary cap, so adding other players may be difficult. After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
Jordan kicks to Booster. Back to Jordan. The jump hook. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. And as it's been for Miami in the first few years of the Big 3 era, they've had to rely on vets coming in and not making too much money. They're trying to sell them on being a champion as opposed to getting fat in the wallet.
Yeah, and it'll continue to be like that, Kevin. There's just no other way it can happen because they really don't have the chance to add any additional big names because they've already got 3 of the biggest names that you could get.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. LeBron dishes to Wade.
You know, if he's got the ball in his hands and the basket in his sights, he's going straight to the right.
And that last replay courtesy of Sprite.
Well, when you watch Dwayne Wade play, he's a tremendous scorer. The one weakness in his game is the three-point shot. But I think last year he did a really wise thing. He cut way back on his attempts and took his game more inside where he's such a dominant player.
He kicks to Chalmers. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Fades back. Wade missing again.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off. Just couldn't get it to go.
The drive by Jordan. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with two hands.
That's about as hot.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You gotta just shake your head on that one. And you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
Shoots from the line. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 13.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
Bang. Powers down the dunk.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
My, oh my. Did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a statement, you're right.
Yeah, not backing down at all right there.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. Pass to Bosch. Working on Noah. Noah with the block.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. And it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Here's Jordan from deep road. A miraculous buzzer beater.
Well, I love how he kept his cool there. Low stress, not a care in the world.
You're right.
Oh, man, with time running down, knowing that you need to hurry up and get that shot off, and yet he takes his time and knocks it down.
That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 12.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Good evening out there, and welcome to 2K Sports. The Bulls have the lead out in Chicago against the Heat. The top team in the conference standings, they're having a great season. Michael Jordan just having his way against the Heat. After two, he's got 15 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And on the other side, Miami's still scrapping. Their bench making its presence felt, putting up big numbers coming in from the Pine. Dwayne Wade leads them in scoring. He's nearly single-handedly accounted for his team's offense, putting up more than half their points. No signs of slowing down. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
He's just carving up this defense with his ability to cut and get to the hoop.
And some of his finishes at the rim, Steve, wow. I mean, come on. I mean, he's giving his squad just what they needed.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Mario Chalmers and the electric D-Wade at the guards. Ray Allen and LeBron James the forwards. And it's Bosch in at the center. Here's Wade. Rebound by the Bulls. Boozer's got his third rebound on the night. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. They get it back. So the whistle blows on the shot and two free throws for the contact right there.
Well, what I like about Boozer is his ability to score with either hand around the basket. He's also got that mid-range jump shot with the high arc that's tough to stop. So Boozer is an imposing player on the inside and an efficient scorer as well.
Well, he possesses a nice offensive skill set, Steve. I mean, he can make the jump shot, but also fairly polished down there in the low post with a variety of moves, particularly the jump hook with both hands.
Wade passes to Allen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, guys, you talk about Ray Allen. He's a true professional. I mean, always working on honing that jump shot, and he keeps himself in superb physical condition.
And Clark, talking about Ray Allen, you know, the reason his game has held up so well over the years is his commitment to conditioning and to his craft. And when you arrive to an arena before a game, Ray Allen is almost always the first one on the floor, going through his usual shooting routine. And boy, has it paid off for him.
And 3 from Jordan. Here's Noah. The kick out to Rose. Back to Noah with the lead pass. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Noah. And it's 9 points for Rose.
That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy 2.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? LeBron James third.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position. But where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. And these guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
You know, and moving forward for Miami, they probably won't have a lot of cap room because of the big contracts of Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. But remember, it is easy to lure free agents to Miami because of the presence of those 3, and then also the attraction of living in Miami.
So for the Bulls, Bogdanovich is checked in, and Taj Gibson is subbed in for Carlos Boozer. Joel Anthony's checked in for Miami. Mattier comes in for LeBron. Deep 2 from Robinson, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Bulls lead by 14. Well, Steve, going back to Miami and them trying to lure talent down to South Beach, not only the city itself, but veterans line up to play, knowing, like we were talking about before, Clark, they have a chance to win a championship.
And that's the motivation, and as long as the big 3 are there, they won't have any trouble finding players who have been let go or in the last years of their contract who want to play for a winner. And those kind of players are willing to give up some cheese for some gold.
Anthony with the screen on Jordan. Wade with it. He's picked up by Dang. Wade gets the bucket.
Doing a nice job of knocking down jump shots, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, Steve. I mean, their mid-range game has been formidable and right on task. Really picking this defense apart.
Here's Jordan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
Robinson against Chalmers. Wade. Another miss by Wade.
They have a nice lead here and have really controlled the glass for the majority of the game. Kudos to them for their strong effort on the backboard.
Yeah, and they're sending a message too, Clark. They're really coming out and playing a very physical game here.
And Gibson kicks to Dang. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You have the defender draped all over him.
The Heat trail by 18. Jordan, he's in at 3. Boozer and Noah clog up the middle. Derrick Rose is out there with Nate Robinson. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Back to Allen. Over Jordan. Allen's shot is off.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Here's Boozer. And strong with the one-handed jam.
Rough and rugged down there in the low post.
That's his trademark. Hard rebounds, hard finishes, up high and down hard.
And he never stops working. That's what I really appreciate about him, guys.
Allen drives in. That's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Wade kicks to Allen. Over Jordan. Again, Allen missing.
Surprisingly, he hasn't really been a big part of their offense. I don't think he ever got into a rhythm.
Here's Robinson. Oh, that's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Wade. Now here's Rose. The drive by Jordan. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint. You know, it always takes 3 or 4 years to really evaluate a draft class. But if you look back at that 2005 draft class now, that was just an amazing draft. Incredible depth, some great NBA players, not only in the first round, but coming out of the second round as well.
Luol Deng is checked in for Chicago. The Heat also changing it up. Wash comes in for Joel Anthony. And Shane Battier subbed in for Ray Allen. Jordan kicks it to Noah. Shoots from the baseline. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And just some of the names from the draft you mentioned. Bogut, Bynum, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, Steve, all at the top, but the depth was incredible.
Yeah, look at later on in that draft. Kevin, David Lee picked by the Knicks at the end of the first round, and had guys in the second round like Monte Ellis, Marcin Gortat, Brandon Bass, Lou Williams. Ultimately, that 2005 class turned out to be really, really strong. Man, offensive execution has been the story here, just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Here's LeBron, and the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been dominant.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
James. LeBron with another miss. The Bulls leading by 22. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
His shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
LeBron gets the screen from Battier. Back to LeBron.
Well, there's so much great talent in the league right now, and as you guys look around, how many surefire Hall of Famers do you see? I mean, KG, Duncan, Kobe, Kidd, probably Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Nash and Dirk, I guess, would be in there too.
Yep.
Another good look there, and that's his 2nd three-pointer of the game.
Outside Bosch. Over Deng. Miami no good on that time either.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
And Boozer throws it down.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
Steve, all those guys you just talked about, Garnett, Duncan, Kobe Bryant, I mean, they all seem like locks in the Hall in my book. Any we missed?
Well, Jason Kidd, for sure. You know, looking down the road, LeBron, obviously, Dwayne Wade. There's some amazing talent in the NBA right now. Durant ultimately is a Hall of Famer as well. So we might as well just sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And here's Cole to stop the run, and Gibson with the block. They retain possession, and so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Not much to